Italy looks like a boot, with Sicily it's football. And Laos, Guyana and Benin look a bit like trees. Turned on its side, I've heard it said that Thailand looks like an elephant's head, and Uruguay looks faintly like a beehive, but where are the bees? But the mild surprise I felt when encountering these pales, besides the shock I felt when first comparing Trinidad and Wales. Nicaragua's a wizard's hat, though any triangular country could claim that, but Trinidad undeniably looks quite like Wales. New Zealand is another boot, though this time upside down, and I'm afraid the foot's been amputated. Swaziland's a Paleolithic hand axe, though the shape is quite generic, so it can't be much more specifically dated. Paraguay's a sort of mutant seahorse with a head by Argentina, so a man I knew once stated. But none of this is as convincing or as sinister, and somehow fails to chill the blood quite like that first encounter with Trinidad and Wales. If you haven't got a map to hand, here they are at slightly different scales. You'll notice Trinidad looks quite like Wales. It must be said that Haiti also looks a bit like Wales, but the Ile de la Gonâve is sat in the middle of Cardigan Bay, and the Ile de la Tortue is far too far east to be Anglesey, and Sibari is far more convincing than Pembrokeshire than Tiburon. Anyway, Massachusetts is a pistol aimed at Albany, New York, and Offaly's a ray gun while next door the Mekong cries Kildare. I once thought that North Korea looked a bit like Scotland if I squinted, but to be honest, the resemblance isn't there. Switzerland has been compared to an eagle's head, but frankly, to both bird and country, I think that's unfair. There's something fishy going on here, which possibly entails a geological conspiracy involving Trinidad and Wales. Long Island, Nova Scotia and Fuerteventura all look a bit like whales of the cetacean kind, but Trinidad looks quite like Wales, the Principality. Wouldn't want the Japanese to get confused and start harpooning Port of Spain.